What's up guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to play concert snare drum with proper technique. I'm going to be splitting up this lesson into 3 steps to make it easier for you guys to learn. Step number 1, the hinge point. So when trying to find our good hinge point or fulcrum point, whatever you want to call it, it's the same thing. It's just where the stick moves around, where it bends. We're going to try to split the stick into 3 parts, into 3/3. This first third, second third, and last third. Around there. We're going to try to grab our stick where the first third ends and just pinch with our thumb and our pointer finger. We're going to want to place our pointer finger kind of where it bends here. That's where we want it. The reason we want it at the first third is because if we go any higher, then we don't get that much bounce. And if we go any lower, we don't get any bounce. And in drumming, when we're focusing on technique, we want to get as many bounces as possible. I'm not doing any work here, I'm just letting the stick drop. And that's how many times the stick bounces. But if I try to not do any work from all the way down here, nothing. If I go higher up, I have to basically force it down. So that's why we want around the third, and we're pinching with our thumb and our pointer finger. Now that we found the fulcrum point, what we're going to want to do is just practice just letting the stick drop while just pinching on. See how many bounces you get from it? We're just relaxed and we're just pinching slightly. We don't have to pinch hard. Drumming's a lot about just being relaxed, and that's going to allow you to play faster and more complicated stuff later. Now that you practice that a couple times, make sure to practice with your other hand too. What we're gonna want to do is move on to step 2. So now we're on step 2. This means we gotta hold the stick in a relaxed way. Now that we found the fulcrum point around a third of the stick, pinching with our thumb and pointer finger, we're now gonna be able to wrap our fingers around the stick. It's important to usually keep all your fingers around the stick. The only time where you wouldn't maybe is when you're playing a buzz roll. We wrap our fingers around in a relaxed way. I'm not gripping on really hard, I'm relaxed. I leave a little room within my hand so the stick can move around in my hand even though I'm holding on. This is gonna let me play more bounces and it's not gonna restrict the stick. It's gonna give it a nicer sound when it plays on an actual drum. It's not gonna sound forced. So now we're on step 3. This means we're going to put it all together. We can grab both our sticks now, because we're using both hands. We want to play at an even stick height. That means both sticks are up in the air at the same height. We don't want an uneven height, because then it's not going to sound even. It doesn't sound good. If you play even, it sounds better. When we're playing drums, and we hit the drums with our stick, we want to be able to rise up. It's gonna hit, make contact, and come back up. Because if you hit and it stays down, we're more likely to get a worse sound. I don't know how to exactly say it. It's gonna sound not as good, it's gonna sound heavier, and we want light sounds for concert snare. So practice making contact with hitting the drum, and using the rebound that the drum gives you to bring your stick back up to the stick height you're playing at. Make sure to try to play evenly. You don't have to use a lot of force. The drum is doing more of the work because we found the good fulcrum area, and that means we're gonna be able to rely on the rebound for this. And then try practicing playing even and other rhythms. Thanks for watching guys, I hope this video was useful and now you can play with better technique and sound better now.